Online courses are a booming market, expected to be worth over $279 billion by 2029. So if you want to grab a piece of that pie, you're in the right place. I'm going to break down the entire process step by step, from finding the perfect course idea to promoting and selling your course. I've helped more than 10,000 course creators build, launch, and run their online knowledge businesses. I'm Brian McAnulty, the founder of Heights Platform, the AI-powered course creation and community building software. I hope that by the end of this video, you're going to have a clear roadmap to turn your knowledge and expertise into a profitable online business. I've organized this video into 9 chapters. This way you can choose to watch it all in one go, or if you want to take it one chapter at a time and really dive into taking immediate action, then you can do that as well. So let's get right into it, starting with chapter 1, where I'm going to help you find a profitable course idea. Probably the most important step in selling a profitable online course is coming up with a great idea. This doesn't have to be complicated, and in fact, many times the most brilliant ideas are the simplest. A key concept to remember here is that most people who will pay good money for an online course don't really care about learning. What they care about is solving a problem to reach a specific goal that they have in the quickest way possible. That's the true value of an online course. If you think about it, you can actually go and learn anything with a quick Google search. The internet's filled with thousands of free YouTube videos, articles, guides, teaching pretty much literally anything imaginable. So why would somebody pay thousands of dollars for an online course? Well, the answer is simple. It's because of the promise that this particular course is going to help them solve the problem faster and more efficiently than anything else they can find online. So a great course idea is something that helps others solve a unique problem in their lives and can deliver that result that they're looking for once they complete the course. The result or the outcome, that transformation, that's what you're really selling. There are 3 things we can explore to find the best course idea. Number 1, like we said, think about a problem that you can solve for others. Maybe you've had the same problem in the past and you found a way to solve it, and there might be other people who are struggling with that same situation. Number 2, and this is great if you already have an audience online, what's something that your audience keeps asking or is curious about? Maybe you get a bunch of questions from your followers around a certain topic, then you can go and create an online course about it. And number 3 is trends. So research some trending topics at the moment. In 2024, an example of this is artificial intelligence. You can use tools like Google Trends to understand what people are searching for. And if you see something that you're an expert in or that you're interested in, there can be a course idea there. It doesn't have to be a trending topic though, and more important is that it's something you enjoy. One of my favorite examples is one of my customers who teaches courses on the hammered dulcimer and the music theory around that. I'm a musician myself, as you can probably tell, and I didn't even know what the hammered dulcimer was when I first heard about it. Despite being in such a specific niche, these two have generated 6 figures in revenue from their courses, and they've been making a full-time income from their courses for years. So this is your assignment for chapter 1. Open your notes app, or if you're old-fashioned, take a piece of paper and write down all the ideas that come to mind for your online course. From thinking about the problems that you've solved, even the smallest ones, common questions from your audience, and current trends that you're interested in. There's no right or wrong answer. All we're doing here is trying to brainstorm as many ideas as possible. And in the next chapter, we're going to validate these best ideas together. In the first chapter of this video, we came up with a list of online course ideas. Now it's time to refine these ideas, and then we're going to validate them and see which is the winning choice by building an audience and getting feedback. If you don't have an audience yet, a quick thing you can do to see if people would be interested in your course is to simply Google it. For example, let's say that your idea is to teach how to make pottery at home. Let's Google pottery course and some terms around that and take a look at the competition. You can see that there are hundreds of courses about this topic. This is both a good and bad thing. It's good because it means that there's demand for this type of course and that you don't have to reinvent the wheel. The bad part is there is competition, but that is not necessarily an issue. You see, online courses are probably one of the few products that you can sell where you don't have to really fight your competition. That's because no 2 courses are exactly the same. And if you were going to sell physical products like some iPhone case or water bottles, you're kind of often competing on price because usually there's these other sellers like on Amazon who are selling pretty much the same item. With online courses, you're not competing over who has the best price, but who offers the best results and who delivers in the right way for that particular audience. So even if there are hundreds of courses on the same topic, then each course can offer a different and unique perspective, style, or experience, making competition less of a concern. The best way for you to stand out with your course is to niche down. So creating just a pottery course may be too general, but a course that teaches you how to create your own clay teacups in a Japanese style is going to have a better chance of succeeding and attracting the right audience because it is specific. So when you're just starting out, it can be really intimidating to narrow your focus too much. I totally get that. Niching down can feel like you're maybe turning away potential students who you think you could help. But here's the thing. If you try to appeal to everyone, you might end up resonating with no one. Like I shared with my example earlier of the creators who are teaching courses on the hammered dulcimer, this just goes to show that niching down isn't something to fear, it's actually a strength. There is an audience out there for you, no matter how specialized your topic might be. Now, what I want you to do is to look at your list of course ideas and try to niche down as much as you can for each idea. Once you've refined these ideas, we're going to go ahead and validate them in real life. Next is one of the most exciting steps in creating an online course because you're going to find out if your idea is valid and if there are people who are interested in it. So far, we've got ideas, we've refined our niche, now we're going to validate it. And a quick disclaimer, if you don't have an audience yet, this is likely going to take you more than just one day, but keep in mind creating content, building your audience, and getting feedback are ongoing processes for course creators. Here, we're going to cover both quick actions that you can do in one day and processes that you can start today and keep doing over and over. So let's assume that you've got 0 followers on social media, no email list, and nobody even knows that you want to create this course. So what can you do to get some momentum? Before you commit to this one course idea and go all in, we need to see which one is going to be the most profitable. This step is going to require a bit of research. Sounds boring, but I promise it will be worth it. The best way to know for sure if people are interested in your course is to simply ask them. So a good place to start is with online communities, forums, everything that's around your course topic. So where your audience is potentially hanging out. So join Facebook groups, Reddit communities, or other forums where people discuss related subjects. These platforms are not just for lurking, but actively participating in the discussion. So share your thoughts, ask for opinions, and discover what problems and desires your potential audience has. This is a subtle way to gauge interest and get direct feedback. You can even conduct polls or surveys to see what specific topics people are most interested in learning about. And we're not aiming to promote ourselves here. We're not going to go and tell people we're making a course or link to our website or anything like that. We want to learn and hopefully provide some value. And besides that, there's other things you can do, like even experimenting with ads, but not using the ads to drive traffic to get people to buy something, just to find out what people actually want to click on. So if you have even just a homepage or like a coming soon page for your website, you can quickly put up a couple ads, boost a couple posts or things that you've made. And even if you don't have an audience, you can start to get an idea for what is the thing that people actually want to learn and click on. And I covered earlier how competitors can be a great source of validation and information. So let's check them out. Take a look at their websites, especially their reviews. What are people saying about courses that are from your potential competitors? Pay close attention to that feedback, particularly if you see any criticism. And if multiple students suggest improvements or something that was important for them to want to learn that's not covered by your competitors, these are golden opportunities for you to make your course stand out by addressing those gaps. Another valuable insight is your competitors' social media channels. So scroll through the comments on their posts, especially those that may be promoting their courses or products, because you may find common questions or requests from their audience that are not fully addressed in their current offerings. And this can provide you not only with ideas to differentiate yourself, but also helps you to understand the way your audience sees something and sees their particular needs, because you may have these buzzwords or terms in your head that is not the way that your audience talks about or defines those issues. Now, if you already have an audience, whether it's a small email list, a YouTube channel, a blog, leverage that and ask your followers directly what they would want to learn or what problems they're currently facing that your course might be able to solve. You can go through that process for all of your different ideas to kind of figure out what might have the most opportunity or interest. And you really just want to ask these people to figure out, because especially if you're battling with maybe a couple similar ideas and really want to understand what's going to resonate with your potential customers, you want to ask them. And as an example, I've been creating courses for a while. I've helped 10,000 other creators do this. So you'd think like, okay, well, I know what I'm doing. Maybe I don't have to do that anymore, but I still do the exact same thing. And it's so helpful because I always learn things that I hadn't thought of if I didn't ask my audience. An example where I did this last is I built a course called AI Elevate that teaches you how to leverage AI in your business. And I was kind of brainstorming and thinking, how do I want to position this course? What's the thing that people really want to learn? And I came up with a couple ideas. I asked ChatGPT what it thought would be the most valuable one for somebody who was kind of in my audience persona. And then I wanted it to be better than that. I wanted to actually ask my audience themselves. So I made a post in my community. I said, hey guys, this is what ChatGPT thought would be the most helpful. What do you guys think? Do you agree with ChatGPT here? And I had 3 different ideas. And what was surprising to me was not only how the ideas ranked in popularity by my audience, but I also learned certain reasons of why saying certain things actually pushed my audience away or made them feel like that option was not for them. Simply asking my audience made everything so much easier. I didn't have to sit there for months trying to think about what's really the best way. I didn't have to guess at it and worry about making the wrong choice. I just got the answer right away like that. And I get to engage with my potential customers and get them excited about solving this problem for them. This will help you narrow down your list to that one winning course idea. And in the next chapter, we're going to take your idea and then turn that into a profitable online course. Now, you've found the best course idea to start, you're clear on what you want to teach, and you may have built some potential connection with customers when you were validating your idea in the previous chapter. But you still need to build a sizable audience if you want to be able to sell your course. So let's fix that. Many new course creators make a terrible mistake at this point. They find the course idea and then they just start building. I know you're excited to get started, but trust me on this, the earlier that you start building your audience, the better. So that means right now, create the social media accounts if you don't have them yet, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, whatever you prefer and wherever your audience is hanging out, and start sharing. At this point, you might think,
Brian, share what? I haven't even built anything yet.
Your course doesn't have to be ready for you to start talking about it online. People need to get to know you before they buy from you. It's crucial to begin creating that content around your course topic as soon as possible. So share insights, tips, and valuable information related to what you're working on. Don't worry about revealing too much or giving away too much information for free. Giving away valuable content for free helps you gain the trust of your audience. It establishes you as the authority in your field, and it shows that you genuinely want to help them. When the time comes that your course is ready to sell, then your audience is going to be so much more inclined to buy from you because you're not this complete stranger. You've proven that you know what you're talking about. And if you're worried that sharing free content means you won't have anything new to offer in your course, let me reassure you, people will still buy your course. In fact, I can say this with certainty, not only because it's the way that I feel, but because I've interviewed over 100 creators on my podcast, some of the most successful creators in the world, and I've talked with many of them about the same idea. And I said, what do you think about giving away content for free? Should you be worried about that? Are you holding things back? And all of them, and these are creators who have made millions of dollars selling courses, said, I do not worry about putting out my content for free. And with some of them, you could even find the majority of their content on YouTube for free or something like this. But it's because the information is not all a course provides. A course provides the step-by-step guidance to get you to that specific result, and the community and interaction with you all built around that. In your online course, the value lies not in the information itself, but how it's structured. Unlike the scattered content available for free online, your course is going to present that material in a clear, organized manner that's going to guide learners step by step to achieve a specific goal. Your course also is going to offer this personal connection with you, the creator. Think about having some kind of Q&A sessions, personalized feedback, or even live workshops. That and all the community is what makes your course valuable. And while free content can be great for general knowledge, your course will be designed to help learners achieve specific, tangible results. This focus on real results like mastering a new skill, solving a problem, or hitting a specific goal, and getting to that point quicker is what makes your course something that people actually want to pay for. So start sharing now, post content that resonates with your audience needs and interests, show them the behind the scenes of your process, and engage and include them in that journey. Building an audience takes time, but the effort you put in now will pay off when your course launches. The more value you provide up front, the more likely your audience will trust you and invest in your course when it's ready. All right, so far we have covered what you need to validate your course idea and grow an audience, and now it's time for the fun stuff, building your course. And we're gonna see how you can create an entire online course and the complete offer that you wanna build with the help of AI. For that, we're gonna use Heights Platform, the AI-powered course creation and community building software. What's great about Heights Platform is it has all the features you need to create and sell online courses, communities, coaching programs, plus gives you your own AI assistant and AI coach to help you with just about anything related to growing a knowledge business. So let's open up Heights Platform and use its AI product generator. As soon as you log in for the first time here, you're gonna see the AI product generator pop up. And what we wanna do first is type the result that our offer will provide. So what this means is, what do we want our learners to achieve? This is gonna be the title of the offer, so it should be clear and short, but we don't have to worry about it too much right now because we are going to get recommendations soon from Heights AI. So let's keep the example that we had before of the pottery course, and I'm going to type how to craft DIY pottery at home. And now we've got to go and describe what the offer is going to include. So what products do we want to actually sell? And you don't have to know anything about the terminology in Heights Platform. Just describe this in whatever way you know how. So I want to have an online course, a place for members to interact. And then how about we have like a digital product, a pottery PDF guide. And we could add other things, say like a coaching call or something like that. But now we can go ahead and set up the pricing. So I'm going to choose paid. And for this, I'm going to do a one-time price. I'm going to say $2.99. And now I'm going to click start. So what is really cool here is Heights AI is immediately going to tell me what it's about to generate. So it's planning to make this course, a community channel, the digital product for my PDF guide, and then it's going to put all of that into a pricing plan for me. So if this is your first time using the product generator, when you go to the next step here, it's going to give you a chance to set some branding and colors for your account. So I can go ahead and look through that. I'll pick this one for now. I feel like the earthy look would fit if this was a pottery course. And now I'm going to go to the next step. We could always put in like a name that will appear here and upload our logo, all that kind of stuff. But let's just focus on the creation. So now you'll see here, we've got this whole outline created for us. And this is what the course could be about. We can go in and edit any of these things, but to keep it simple for now, let's go to the next step. Here, now we've got some recommendations. So Heights AI is telling us how we could make the offer a little bit more clear. And so I think in one sense, we did good to say like, okay, like we want to teach somebody how to do DIY pottery at home. And it's saying we could go a step further in like specifying the niche for that and maybe a time frame. So maybe like for beginners or in 30 days. All right. And now the next step. And here we can see the products that were started to be generated. And now we can go and save those. So I'm going to click save and let's see what we get created for us. All right, there we go. So we've got this course, the channel, and the download. I'm going to go and take a look at this course right now. And so there we go. This was created for us, but I want to be really clear that Heights AI is not creating all of the content of all these lessons. The purpose of this is to make the technical setup easy for you and then kind of help you start to brainstorm, because the outline is really important, since a lot of people have this idea, all right, I want to create an online course, I want to teach something, but then they have a hard time kind of breaking that down into a process to actually get started. and turn their knowledge into a course. And I like to really work with an outline first, because once you come up with that outline, whether AI helps you or you do it yourself, that outline kind of acts as your to-do list for creating a course. Because now you can say, all right, I'm going to do this lesson today, this lesson today. And I really find it's best to start with this, because when you've got an outline, then you can kind of clearly understand what should be covered where. And I think people who start without an outline often make the mistake of either forgetting some important steps, or they just record way too much in one lesson. And then not only is it harder for you to create, but it's a lot harder for students to actually go through it, to stay entertained and motivated if they're watching some kind of like 2-hour lesson. So here's what we've got so far. The next step here would be to go into the lesson editor and actually work on this content and add something. But what is really cool is after you start adding your content, recording a video and uploading it, what you generally want to do as the next step is start to get feedback. I talked about how it's so important to get feedback. And if you don't have an actual potential customer that you could show your course to, or even if you're not comfortable with showing your course to somebody yet, a great thing you can do here in Heights platform is they have this AI lesson review feature. And so it's not going to show anything for us right now because we didn't add content yet. But once we add content and upload a video, this can not only read the text that we've written, but also see the video that we've uploaded as well, and then review that in the context of our entire course. So it can give us some examples of questions that students might ask if they went through this lesson about things we haven't covered yet. It can give us action items of things that we're teaching here, so we can give the student an idea of something to just really quickly, we can just insert that in the lesson from the AI lesson review. And I think that is really a powerful workflow to use AI as this assistant and guide to kind of help you instead of having it create something for you. Because as I've said, and I will always repeat, the value in your course comes from your unique experiences and your unique message. There used to be all these technical steps involved that would take so much time to actually launch an online course, but now, thanks to tools like Heights Platform, it's pretty much just you get to focus on the creation. So before we go to the next chapter, I want to show you real quick what a completed course could look like. Here you're looking at my program, creatorclimb.com, and I'm going to go into one of the courses here just so you can see this is what a completed lesson could look like, also inside Heights Platform here. But besides what you've seen already, we're really just getting started with Heights AI. And later this year, Heights AI 2 is going to come out, and it's going to be able to do so much more in just guiding you through that whole entire process of creation and growth. And so you really don't have to learn software anymore, which is really cool. Even right now, let's say that you're done the course, you want to publish it. You don't have to figure out where to go to publish it. You can actually ask Heights AI, just say, set my course to published, and it can go and do that for you. So if you want to try this out for yourself, Heights Platform is free for your first 30 days. There is no credit card required. You can go to heightsplatform.com and start building right away. While I'm a true fan of AI and what it can help creators achieve, I believe that your personal experience and knowledge are far more valuable to your customers. This is why Heights AI helps you build the foundation of your offer, leaving you the freedom to create and focus on what you enjoy the most. We've built the foundation of the course now using AI. Now it's time to populate the course with the videos, lessons, and learning resources for your future customers. And many creators get stuck at this point. They think they need to be this professional video makers to record their lessons. Yeah, quality and delivery is important, but you shouldn't have that stop you from progressing. Now, there are a couple things you can do here to make this easier for you. One is you don't even have to record the lessons and edit them and go through that whole process. One approach to this that I've seen many successful creators take is to focus on pre-selling their course and actually teaching it live the first time. So the way that you do this is you say to your audience, hey guys, I'm building this course. I'm going to have this initial kind of beta group or kind of pre-launch offer. You offer it at a lower price, and at the same time, you give everybody a more intimate experience because they're getting to learn from you kind of live and directly versus just watching a recording. And then you go and teach everyone what you plan to make those lessons about in these live calls. And what's great about this is you can kind of just do it right away. You don't have to invest all this time into making all the videos, editing them, and trying to figure all that out. And the secondary benefit is not only do you give your students a good experience from being able to help them more detailed in a live setting, but you also find out where they have questions that you might have not expected. So for example, they ask you a question and you realize, okay, in this lesson, when I go and actually record it later, I'm going to make sure that I cover these things. Or maybe you need an additional lesson that you hadn't originally thought of. So that's one approach. And if you take this approach, you can actually just take the recordings, upload them into your lesson, and like that's the first version of your course. Then as you refine it, you can re-record them and actually make them more professional. So the next way to do this is you could start recording videos with a smartphone, or if you want a more professional setup, I actually made a whole video about this and sharing what I use for my setup here, because the most important thing is making it really easy for you to record. So if you decide to invest in a camera or some lighting, you want to be able to start filming at any point of the day that you can just sit down and hit record. So that's what I've done with my setup. It's all here at my desk. This is where I work and do all the rest of my business. And I just got a button here, I hit record. It's all built in. The camera goes right to my computer. I've got the lights set up here and basically one button to get started. So you don't want to have to set up these lighting and mic and everything in your room, because that will stop you from progressing. This is really important because if you have to set up complicated equipment, even if it just takes you 15 minutes, that 15 minutes may be enough to make you procrastinate and say, oh, I'll get to it tomorrow, ultimately delaying your course. Another important thing to remember for your course lessons is that shorter is better. Students don't care if your lessons are 30 minutes long. In fact, a 3 to 5 minute bite-sized lesson is the best. No one's going to sit through a 2 to 3 hour lesson. People want the result faster and they want to be able to feel that they're making progress to their goal. So each lesson should ideally have some kind of actionable content, something that the student can do that then they feel like they're progressing in some small way each day. And that's kind of your role and what you're delivering to your customers here. You want to guide them in a process that's going to make this easy for them. And we talked before about you're selling the result and the outcome, and that's what you're providing. So this is another reason why people don't actually care how long your course is. If you can make it shorter and get them to that same point faster, that's actually more valuable. So I see people make this mistake of saying, oh, I'm going to sell my course and talk about how long it is on my sales page. But nobody cares how long it is. And in fact, they'd probably want to pay more if it was shorter. If you have longer videos, consider splitting them into smaller lessons. Instead of one long lesson, have 4 shorter ones, because your students will have a better sense of achievement as they go through and complete each segment. It's also going to make students have an easier time finding back where content was instead of having to go through this long video. And especially if you're not an expert at creating video content, you don't want to have to try to make something so long and keep it entertaining and engaging the whole time, when it's easier for you to record a short, to the point, bite-sized video. And remember, it's okay if your first few videos aren't perfect. The most important thing is that you get started and then improve as you go. Online courses are great because you can always optimize and improve them. The goal is to create engaging, high-quality content that helps your students achieve their goals. Don't let perfectionism hold you back. Start with what you have and improve along the way. And I can share, if it helps, that I've seen examples of creators with all kinds of things where they were successful in a way that they were definitely not perfectionists. So creators who had really bad looking video, really just completely unprofessional of what it might seem to some people, but they were successful because they were being helpful and providing value to their customers. I've seen other creators where they kind of ignore their branding, but they were still successful. So you don't have to be a perfectionist. We want to create value and we can always improve along the way. Remember that your unique knowledge and your perspective are what make your course valuable to your students. Now let's take a moment to talk about pricing your online course. After years of helping course creators launch their businesses, I've seen that pricing can be one of the most confusing steps. A big mistake I've seen from creators is underpricing their programs. I've seen this firsthand when you make something so cheap, people don't take it seriously, and they might buy it, but they don't engage with it. So they just kind of forget about it. And when you charge a premium price, you're not just going to make more money from that customer, but you're also helping to ensure that your customers are going to take it seriously and actually engage with that course they just bought because they want to make sure they get their money's worth. And if you think about it, it's not that different to sell somebody a very cheap product as it is to sell somebody an expensive product, as far as the difficulty in making the sale. And remember here, you're not trying to compete with Udemy and Skillshare kind of content that's basically a YouTube playlist. You're creating a higher level experience and something that's much more valuable for your customers. There's more engagement, there's interaction with you, there's potentially interaction with a community, and all that is worth something. And so if this course that we're talking about now is your flagship main product of your business, then you shouldn't be charging less than a couple $100s for it. Now, there's some key considerations to keep in mind when setting a price for your course. Number one, don't price according to length. If you've made it this far in the video, you know that your customers are going to pay for the course because it helps them solve a problem quickly. So many creators think the more content I have, the higher the price, but that's not always the case. A relatively short course can have a premium price if it delivers on its promises and is delivering on something that provides a lot of value. Number two is think of your course as an investment for your customers. You might think that charging $1,000 for your course is too much, but consider the value it provides. For example, if your course teaches people how to start an agency business and get their first customer in 30 days, your customers will not only recoup their investment, but they can also potentially earn much more than that as a result. Number three, work backwards from your ideal revenue. If you're serious about course creation, you'll likely want this to be your main source of income. When deciding on the price for your course, start by figuring out what your ideal revenue is in 1 year, and then take that number, subtract all the potential expenses you might have, marketing, software, etc., and then estimate the number of potential students you believe you could likely get in 1 year and divide your revenue by that number. I know nobody likes to do the math, so to make things easy, we've built a calculator to help you determine the ideal price for your online course. Check the links in the description and we'll share that free calculator so you can try it out. And I think an important point here is that you're selling the price, setting your price high enough that it is going to leave money left over so you can grow and invest in the business. I don't think that you should use paid advertising to start when you're first promoting your course, but you do want to price it in a way that you have money left over to be able to reinvest back into yourself, back into your business, and either use that for marketing or improving your course and your product as you go. Congratulations, you've built your online course, recorded video lessons, set a price, and now you're ready to sell. So how do you get your course in front of your potential students? Let's see a few marketing strategies that creators are successful with. There are many things that you can do to promote an online course, and it starts with what we discussed earlier about creating content. So you want to keep doing that. You want to regularly post on social media platforms like Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, engage with your audience, answer their questions, and provide valuable insights around your course topic. Consistency is key here, and also understanding what you like to do to create content, the platform that you feel fits your style better, and the platform where your audience is hanging out. You want to use lead magnets to attract your potential customers and build an email list. The email list is actually more important than the social following. I would say ignore your social media following and focus on the numbers in your email list. So a lead magnet you could build could be something like a free ebook, a webinar, a cheat sheet, or some other kind of valuable free content that your audience might appreciate. Heights platform makes this easy by allowing you to build an entire website with unlimited pages where you can host these lead magnets and promote your course. Once you have an email list, promote your course through email marketing. You want to be sending out regular newsletters with valuable content, updates, and special offers to your email subscribers, because emails are a direct way to communicate with your potential students. So you can keep them engaged and you can be sure that your email is actually getting to them, unlike social media, where you don't know for sure if your followers are really going to see your post. And it's been shown that emails are actually the biggest return on investment as far as driving revenue for a business. So don't be afraid of sending too many emails. Remember that your customers and potential customers subscribed for a reason. They want to hear from you. And don't make everything about an offer of just telling them bye, bye, bye. Remember to give valuable content in your emails. Another idea, and one of my favorites, is to research potential partners in your niche and collaborate with them. This could be other course creators, influencers, or bloggers who share a similar audience. Partnering with them can help you immediately reach a wider audience, and you can also start your own blog or podcast, or even better, get invited to be a guest on somebody else's podcast. And this is a great way to showcase your expertise and attract new students. Heights platform has a fantastic feature that allows you to create your own affiliate program. So your online course students can become your promoters, helping you reach even more potential learners. And affiliates can then earn this commission on every single sale that they generate, with this kind of win-win situation for both you and your customers. Now, partnerships work really great because they're one of the most powerful ways to get this instant access to another audience without having to pay for it up front. If you wanted to run ads or something like that, not only do you have to optimize the campaign and try to figure out if you can actually make it profitable, but you've got to spend a lot of time and money in that process. And if you can get the right partnership, you have somebody who they've got your audience who will potentially buy right away. And all you've got to do is offer a revenue share and give them a percentage of your sales. Another great tool within Heights platform is Heights AI Coach. This AI tool is going to learn about your business and provide you with weekly coaching sessions and recommendations based on your business goals. So it's going to give you this weekly action plan and specific tasks to help you reach your marketing goals and gain more students. It's like having this personal coach 24/7 who understands your unique situation. And unlike ChatGPT, where you've got to try to ask it for advice, sometimes the problem is you don't know what are the right questions. So Heights AI Coach is actually going to ask you questions and then give you advice automatically. By combining these strategies, you can promote your course and reach your target audience. The key is to stay consistent, provide value, and always look for new ways to engage with these potential students. After your course is up and running and you've gained a few students, your job as a creator is not done. In fact, this is just the beginning. Continuous improvement and expansion are crucial for long-term success. First, you want to keep promoting your course. You want to use the strategies that we discussed earlier, and that should be ongoing. So not only creating content, but regularly updating the content and improving the course and product itself, engaging with your audience, and seeking out new potential promotional opportunities. There is a golden opportunity for you to improve your course, and that is done by asking your current students for feedback and testimonials. Most new creators have this idea that, okay, I'm just going to build this course and it's either going to be this amazing launch or it's going to be a dud and I have to make something new. But a course can be continuously improved, and that's something that's so great about this business, that you can optimize it and make it better over time. So when you get this feedback from customers, if it is a testimonial, you can use that as social proof and improve your marketing. If it is negative feedback or something that customers are confused about, you can use that to find out how you can improve either your marketing or your course itself. And remember that it is this constant work in progress, and customer feedback is an invaluable part of improvement. So you want to encourage your customers to leave reviews, leave suggestions. You can use surveys, direct messages, or your community to gather their feedback. And what I love about this type of business is it's something that's really fulfilling. You're helping people accomplish something that they want to learn, and that's important in their life and valuable. So number two, it's easy to run. You don't have these massive costs to get started. You can just build it by yourself. It's not like, oh, I want to adjust and improve my course. I've got to go and spend money on manufacturing or something. And number three, it's something that you can easily adapt and improve to make it the business that you want to have. So let's say that you try out building this course, but maybe you realize that an online course is not the right business model for you. Maybe you realize that you want to have more of a membership community, or maybe more of like a group coaching offer, or maybe actually you just want to sell digital downloads. You can always change and adapt what you feel is best for yourself and what you enjoy, and then what you think is best to serve your customers. Another popular option for course creators is to expand their product offerings. Another thing that's often overlooked is newer course creators will say, okay, I've got a couple customers. Now what do? I've got to figure out how can I get more new customers. And while it's great to get new customers, the people who are most likely to buy from you are your current customers. And so you can offer them additional things. Maybe you sell additional digital products. Maybe you make an additional course that complements your current one. Or maybe you offer some kind of VIP or one-on-one coaching sessions that can add value to your students and provide you with an additional revenue stream. Heights Platform supports all of these options, plus it lets you create unlimited products within your account. So we just learned everything you need to know to be able to create a successful online course, from coming up with a great idea, refining it, validating it, building and promoting your course, to pricing it right and continuously improving your business. Online courses are a fantastic business model because they allow you to share your knowledge and expertise with a global audience, create a leveraged income stream, and make a real impact on people's lives. With the help of AI, like the tools available in Heights Platform, creating and selling an online course has never been easier. So take the first step towards building your business. You can start free with Heights Platform for 30 days, no credit card required. Go and replicate everything I just showed you in this video and more. Ask Heights AI questions, reach out to our team. The link is in the description. Thank you for watching and good luck with your course.